It's the NFL on EA Sports, where we'll see two of the NFL's oldest and most storied franchises. It's the Chicago Bears and the Detroit Lions, next on Madden NFL 25.
It's a city home to one of the most loyal and passionate fan bases in football. And all the noise they're making is being captured by the Dome here at Ford Field in Detroit. Joined by a former NFL quarterback up in the booth, Mr. Brock Heward. I'm Kate Scott. And Brock, you can brag if you'd like to, because I know you had quite the big arm in your days with the Huskies and the Seahawks in Seattle. Well, we've got a couple of quarterbacks here who also know how to push that football down the field.
Yeah, you got a couple QBs who are going to keep these defenses honest today, because the moment they get greedy in coverage or get too aggressive in the pocket, either of these quarterbacks can drop a dime, drop a deep throw right over them for big yardage, and maybe 6 points too.
The punter, Jack Fox, to get this one started. And we're off and running from Ford Field. Here's DeAndre Carter with the return. He stopped on the return at the 27. So out come the Bears, ready for their first possession. And leading them out to the #1 overall pick in this year's draft out of USC, a player with immense promise, Caleb Williams.
Doesn't it feel like Caleb Williams has been like the #1 pick for the last 3 years? This guy just does things no one else can do. Seeing him in person a number of times, Cade, in college, truly, he could be an NFL running back. But man, he throws it so pure, a quick release, an accurate passer. Now he's just got to learn this NFL game. It's a more condensed box. There's a whole lot more contact. And protecting that football and protecting himself will be critical.
And he gets a few on the plunge forward.
I know that may look like a whole lot of nothing burger on the stat sheet, but those are the kind of plays, that inside run, that you see creative play action come off of later in the game.
Second down now, 7 to go. Throw reeled in by Allen. And he's short of the first after a mild gain. Third and a lone yard coming up. Now an inside handoff to Swift. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
On fourth down, it's Torrey Taylor on for the Bears to punt this away. And I imagine they were hoping they wouldn't need to bring him out so soon into this game. And he's brought down before the return gets far. So the Lions take the field for their first drive. And leading them out in his 9th NFL season, he experienced a real resurgence last year. It's Jared Goff.
Okay, there are other flashier quarterbacks that make more highlight reel plays than Jared Goff. There certainly are bigger and stronger athletes playing the position today, but Jared's just a throwback, a guy that understands the timing and the precision. I love that he knows what he is and what he isn't when it comes to his skills, and it's why he's been able to flourish in multiple places and why he continues to sustain a lot of success in this league.
Running it with David Montgomery. And they had that one contained right at the line. That tackle made by Tremaine Edmonds. Call it no gain on that run, and they face 2nd and 10.
These linebackers of today, they are so quick. They're so twitchy. You don't get a body on them in a hurry, they're going to stick you right at the line of scrimmage.
2nd and 10, need to get some positive yardage here. Shotgun snap here to Goff. Pass is caught. That's Tim Patrick. And he'll go down after fighting his way to the 32. Third down, 1 yard to go. From the gun, Goff. Complete beyond the marker. And he'll get taken down after advancing this to the 37. Pick up a 5 on that play. And that'll be first down, Detroit.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your third downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
These two NFC North teams have played one so far. Couple of zeros on the board right now. We're back to Ford Field right after this. Back and beginning the second quarter. Lions in possession. They've got a first to begin the frame. Looking to throw. Goff. Toward the sideline, and he's got it. He will go! Touchdown, Detroit! The Lions get the game's first points here in the second. He finds one of his great receivers, Brock, and they are off to a great start to begin this ball game.
Yeah, it's such a positive offensively when you can go find not just a field goal, but a touchdown on that opening drive. And defensively, this starts to shake the foundation of your preparation and makes you wonder what's in store.
Now it's Jake Bates for the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And they add one on to their first touchdown of the contest. Fox now to kick this one away. Tyler Scott now to return it. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25 after the return. Back out comes the Chicago offense for their second drive. Still in search of their first points as we work our way through the middle of this game. The score 7-0. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Out of the gun, here's Williams. Hits his target, that's DJ Moore. Juke the defender. That one hits for 30. And that's good for a Bears first down.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
Following that last play, want to keep that pedal down. 1st and 10 from the 45. Able to get it to Moore. And he goes down a little short of the 40.
Well, that's a pretty similar result to a first down run play. Moves it forward, keeps you on schedule, and makes 2nd and 3rd down a whole lot easier to manage.
2nd and 6 coming up here. From the 41. Pass caught by Adunze. And he's taken down at the 30. Give him an even 10 yards on the play. And that's a Chicago first down.
I'm sure coach and play caller doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
Sticking in the air, it's Williams. He's on the move. He's on the move. And he's brought down after a short gain. That brings us to the 2-minute warning in the Motor City. The Bears working here. 8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down. From the 28. He's got it near the 10. And they bring him down at the 7-yard line. They'll take that kind of passing from the rookie out of USC. He gets him the first.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
They'll break the huddle and come up on 1st and goal. From the red zone now. Splits a couple of defenders and completes it. And this one's stopped at the 3-yard line.
I feel so bad, I really do. And I don't mean this sarcastically, Kate. I feel bad for these guys in coverage. I don't know how you defend some of these players today, because they get that drag route, they get one step inside of you, well, there's very little you can do other than make the tackle.
Working from the gun, Williams. Cut near the goal line. Touchdown, Chicago. Well, good luck stuffing the big fella that close to the goal line, Brock. I've always thought that the distance right there is just made for tight ends to score touchdowns.
Yeah, and it's not just the sport that you also love to cover in basketball. It's all about matchups. You get near the red zone and into the end zone, matchups become critical. And when you got a dude like this that's a mismatch maker, you feed him.
Now Cairo Santos on to add the PAT. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Bears tie this game 7-7. Taylor has it on the tee and is ready to send in flight. Craig Reynolds to return it. He stopped on the return at the 27. Well, we've already seen some nice plays here, and we're going to see plenty more before this game ends. But you might be thinking, with plays like that, my guys' ratings should be better. Well, you're not alone. You got a chance to let the Madden Ratings Hotline know just what you're thinking. Give them a call, 1-844-MADDEN-1, and make your case for who should get a boost. Offense ready to begin this drive, 1st and 10. Goff to the air now. Wright reels it in. And he'll get it up to the 44. Now we're going to get an offensive timeout. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. A jolt to start that drive. They're up near the 45-yard line. On 1st down, it's Goff. It's taken in by Williams. And he's taken down directly on that 43-yard line. Still on the move, coming to the line for 1st and 10. Off play action, Goff. And there's a man there, it's intercepted. Kevin Byard comes up with it. And the Bears take over after forcing the first turnover of this ball game. Well, we all know, Brock, Those slot guys start piling up receptions, and that makes them a priority target for the defense.
Yep.
They kept someone nearby, and they pick off that check down.
Yeah, if a play breaks down in today's football, like back in my day, last century, right, you checked down to the running back. That's not the case anymore. These slot receivers, well, they're as big a security blanket as running backs are, but the defenses, to your point, Kate, they figured it out too. And that defense, well, they didn't just figure it out in their head. They went out and executed with their bodies to take it away.
They've got blackjack on the clock. Not a ton of time to use before halftime. Williams to throw on first. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's going to bring it up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. The Bears decide to call their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. Options are open here. It's 2nd and inches. Williams from the gun. Allen on the catch. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains. Timeout Chicago. It uses its second. And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half. Ball on the 45, 1st and 10. Williams to throw. Escapes the pocket. He's going to tuck it and run. Just before halftime, we get a timeout taken. They'll head up 1st and 10 from the 42. To throw, Williams. Throwing for the end zone. And no one had a shot at that. It's out of the back of the end zone, incomplete. That brings us to halftime, and these teams locked up on the scoreboard. It's a 7-7 ball game. Now we'll get you down to our Orlando studios for the EA Sports Halftime Report with Jonathan Coachman.
All right, Kate, thanks very much. Back to you and Brock in a bit. But first, time for our EA Sports Halftime Reports. We thought this one would be a close battle coming in, and we have not been disappointed. They're all even to this point. This has the feeling of a game that could go right down to the wire. One mistake or one big play could turn out to be the difference.
As always, a hat tip to Coach for his hard work during the break, as we're happy to welcome y'all back for the start of our 3rd quarter. Who knows when the deciding moment will come? We're underway in the 2nd half of a deadlocked game. Reynolds with a return. And this return gets to the 30 before he stopped. Here comes the offense for Detroit to begin the 2nd half. And we've seen both extremes of this passing game so far, Brock. 1 touchdown and 1 interception on the ledger.
A home run and a strikeout. A little sampling of what works and what doesn't against this defense, Kate. Now, you got to try to emphasize those things that you found success on with that opening drive.
First down throw from Goff. St. Brown's got it. Complete. And he finds space for about a 3-yard gain. That tackle made by Tremaine Edmonds.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, and give your quarterback a chance.
Shotgun snap here to Goff. Gets this one to Patrick. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. That's going to pick up the first down after a gain of 26.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
First and 10 from the 41. They go play action with Goff. That's complete to Sam Laporta. And he takes it inside the 35 before heading out.
When you see play action, do all you can to get your eyes to the tight end, because that's their bread and butter. That play action gives him time off the line, helps chip a rusher, or even helps sell that fake. And then when he releases, he gets out, he gets some leverage. He gets to that edge before the defender can cover him.
Big catch made, and he got both feet in. They managed 22 on the rip and a first down.
You know I love those chunk completions. They're so critical. Those chunk plays, they lead statistically so often to scoring. And then when you get into a tight end and play action, it's just a little icing on the cake.
Goff on first and 10. He brings it in. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down.
Good luck defending that short yardage slant. Just not going to happen. There's a reason this is a go-to play for just about any quarterback in every situation.
Halfway to the marker. It's 2nd and 5. Motioning one of the tight ends. They don't get this snapped in time. This is going to back them up.
Delay of game, offense.
Everyone was set and at the line. The quarterback just didn't snap it before the play clock hit 0.
Still 2nd down.
All right, here we go. 2nd down. They motion the tight end over. Running it after the penalty. And he made a bid for it. It's a good gain that's stopped down at the 3. A solid 8-yard gain there, and now they're going to have 3rd and 2.
That does not show up on any explosive stat sheet, but let me tell you, Kate, that's the real deal right there. You run for that kind of yardage consistently in the NFL, you do set yourself up for success.
Looking to throw on 3rd and 2. Too much on that, and it sails through the end zone, incomplete.
Quarterbacks, well, they're a lot like sharpshooters in the NBA. Sometimes they're just going to miss. You got to shake it off and keep on firing.
On 4th down, the Lions going to try to put 3 on the board here with Jake Bates. This is a chip shot from the left hash. Bates' kick is up and good. And that's going to break our tie and give them a 3-point advantage.
I never saw a play script that ended with a field goal. It was always a touchdown that you wanted. But that's 3 points, and it's enough to give them the lead.
Fox now to kick this one away. Scott now to return. Finds some space. He's past the 30. And he gets across the 30 before he's brought down. This our last play of the quarter. First down, Williams. Has his man, it's Swift. And the defense is all over this one for a big loss. So we hit the end of the 3rd quarter. The Bears have the ball, and they're going to need to score. They come in trailing. Everyone's prepped. It's 2nd down now. Out of the gun, here's Williams. This one is hit by a defender and winds up incomplete.
Read and react, read and react, read and react. Gotta read where the quarterback's eyes are going. And you gotta react as he begins to throw to get to a spot and knock it away.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have third down here. He's back to throw. Forces that one, and it's intercepted. Amik Robertson takes it away. Well, partner, you know this one firsthand. Getting them behind the sticks really limited what the call could be on the offensive side, and no doubt helped set up that INT.
Unfortunately, I sure do. And when you're in these situations, you got to have self-talk. You really do as a quarterback. You got to tell yourself, third and long, extra long like this, protect the football. Protect the football. A punt is okay. Quarterback extra aggressive in the defense, well, they did exactly what they wanted to do. They took it from them.
New slate of downs to approach here from the 40. Play action on first down. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up.
You're just not going to win many games in this league when you can't generate a pass rush until the fourth quarter. You needed to feel the impact from this defense earlier and more often in this game. The lack thereof, well, it's a big part of what's put them playing from behind in the final stanza of this one.
Offense to the line for second down. They're just going to let the clock run out and take this delay.
Delay of game, offense.
Must have lost sight of the play clock there, Brock, because the quarterback could have snapped it in time, but instead, they take the penalty.
Still second down.
Back to the line they go. It's second down. Trying again following the sack. He finds Laporta. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field.
He's just one of those guys, Kate. Even when he's not open, he's still a target thanks to that physicality and his ability to just play bully ball. They don't like forcing into coverage, but sometimes when you got a bully like him that can create space, just find a way to get him the ball.
Back to throw it. This is complete to Gibbs. And he's taken down at the 30. Well, most drives should end right there, but they beat the defense and convert on 3rd and 17. We've reached the 2-minute warning in Detroit. Lions holding on to a field goal lead. 1st and 10 now from the 30. A give up the gut to Montgomery. And he won't get anything there. Several defenders nearby to hold him up. Second and 10, need to get some positive yardage here. Staying on the ground with Montgomery. And that run very short, only getting to the 27. No surprises here. Defense quick to stop that clock. We've got 1:53 left in this game. The Bears into the nickel for 3rd down. Looking to throw. And they got there in time. He's taken down. The Bears going to use their 3rd and final timeout. That's all they had, so the offense free to start running the clock down now. An important attempt coming up here for Jake Bates. From the right hash, 55 yards out. Got all of it, and this is good! And now their lead will push out beyond the field goal.
So after that make, a field goal won't cost them a lead, but a touchdown still ties it, or likely probably puts them down a point. Okay, this is one of those moments where the defense now has clarity. They know what the stakes are and what they have to defend.
Fox now to kick this one away. Scott now to return. This return makes it up to the 25. After that return, he's looking pretty banged up out there. We're going to have a stoppage as team personnel comes out to look at him. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Now to throw. Throw reeled in by Allen. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on 1st down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for 2nd down. 3rd and short in your back pocket, and get even more aggressive and take that shot.
Throwing now. He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage. Following that completion, medical staff headed out for an injured player. We'll see what the nature of his injury is. The time is there, but the timeouts are not. You've got to be smart. It's 1st and 10. Looking to throw it. Pass caught by Adunze. And the tackle's made just beyond midfield at the 48. 12 yards on that play, and a good call nets him the 1st.
That is what elite offenses are all about. Why worry about 3 downs when you need only 1? Move the chains in one play and keep driving that defense backwards.
And he's just going to get rid of this one. Smart move there. When you saw the field, it's going to be 2nd down. Here he is to throw. He just throws this one away.
You know, Kate, that was one of those situations where you hear a quarterback have a clock, right? You know, and he had enough time in the pocket, but then it was like, okay, time is running out. I got to do something. He did not force a throw and risk a pick. Instead, he just got rid of it and cut his losses.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down. To throw. And disaster averted. He knocks away the deep ball, incomplete. Could not beat the defender there. So that brings up 4th and long.
I'll tell you what, Kate, that's a really nice play in coverage. That linebacker looking like a quarterback on that play. Perhaps those cover guys could take some notes and have to stay in position, and most importantly, swat that pass away.
Komet brings it in. And they get there to take him down right around the 41. And they do not get a desperately needed 1st down. He doesn't make it, and they still trail after the turnover on downs.
You know, these 4th down plays are all about trust. You lean into what you do best. Unfortunately, with the lack of execution, you're going to throw that one off the playlist.
The offense headed out now for Detroit. That defensive stand might have been the final effort needed to seal away the victory, Brock, but can't quite take off the pads just yet. Offense has to finish this one out.
Yeah, a few things here, Kate, to keep in mind, right? You got to slow the game down as a quarterback. Take every second off the clock. If you're handling the ball, you guard it with your life, and you make sure your defense doesn't come on the field again. They just did their job. Now you got to do yours. Nothing left to do now, Kate, but celebrate on one side and watch on hopelessly from the other. What a hard-fought effort to get to this spot, and now you can enjoy the victory.
A kneel down here, and they can start to celebrate this win. So in Motor City, it's a home win for the Lions. This is the type of game everyone was hoping they'd see when they entered this stadium, Brock, you and I included. A close one that went all the way down to the final whistle.
And, Kate, this is one of the bigger adjustments a college player has to make to the NFL. In college, you get a lot of blowouts. The NFL, every game you get calloused because you know more often than not they'll be like this, a one-possession game. It's not about how you start. It's all about how you finish.
So for my partner, Brock Heward, and our entire crew, I'm Kate Scott, saying this has been the NFL on EA Sports. So long, everybody. It's a win for the Lions, as we'll see you next time from Detroit.